Have you ever had one of those conversations with an AI where it feels like it just gets you, only for it to completely forget everything a few minutes later? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the illusion of AI memory and show you how it all really works.
We've all had this moment, right? You're talking to an AI, and it brings up some little detail you mentioned way at the start. And for a second, it feels like it actually remembers you. It's this weirdly personal connection.
But then, just like that, the illusion shatters. You ask a simple follow-up question, and boom, the AI acts like you've never spoken before. That connection is just gone, and you're left wondering, what is actually going on behind the screen?
Okay, so here's the fundamental truth we have to start with. All our human ideas about AI memory are, well, they're just wrong. These large language models don't think, they don't know, and they certainly don't remember things the way we do. What feels like memory is actually something else entirely, a really clever bit of architectural magic.
To really get our heads around this, we're diving into some great material from the Basics of Computers and Modern AI series. It lays out the blueprint for how these systems are put together, and honestly, it's a total eye-opener.
So that's the big question, isn't it? If it's not actually memory, then what is it? What's the secret sauce that makes an AI seem so brilliant one minute and then so completely clueless the next?
All right, let's get into the mechanics of it. The whole trick comes down to three architectural pillars. These are the absolute foundation of pretty much every modern AI system out there: context, memory, and retrieval. If you can understand these three, you'll understand the whole game.
First up, we've got context. The easiest way to think about this is like a digital sticky note. For every single thing you ask, you're handing the AI this little note that has your question, maybe a few of your last messages, and any other instructions. It's the AI's entire world for that one moment, and then it's gone.
Now, the beautiful thing about context is just how fast and flexible it is. You can give the AI a whole new personality or a super complex task just on the fly, in your prompt. That's why you can have these quick, really intelligent back and forths without any setup. It's like intelligence on demand.
But, and this is the huge catch, context is temporary. Every single AI has what's called a context window, which is basically the size of that sticky note. Once you fill it up, or when your conversation ends, poof, everything on it just vanishes. This is the exact reason why an AI forgets what you told it 10 messages ago.
Okay, next up is memory. And you got to pay attention here, because this is a real game changer. The AI model itself has zero memory, none. Instead, what we call memory is actually a totally separate external system. Think of a database or user profile that's bolted onto the side of the AI. Its only job is to save key details about you between conversations.
This is what creates that feeling of personalization. The system saves things like your name or your job or the project you're working on. Then, next time you chat, it grabs that info and stuffs it into the context for you. It's like giving the AI a little cheat sheet about who you are, which makes the whole experience feel seamless.
But this memory system isn't some magic bullet. Figuring out what's important enough to save is a really tough engineering problem. You can't just save everything. That's crazy expensive, and it brings up some pretty serious privacy issues. And here's the most important part. This is memory of your experience, not a database of facts about the world.
And that brings us to our third and final pillar, retrieval. The absolute best way to think about this, it's like giving the AI an open book exam. When you ask it something that it wasn't trained on, like today's news or your company's latest sales numbers, the retrieval system lets it go and look up the answer in a huge external library.
And why is this so incredibly powerful? Because it directly attacks one of the biggest problems with AI, making stuff up, or what we call hallucinations. By forcing the AI to pull from a source of real-time, verifiable data, you can ground its answers in reality. This is absolutely essential if you want to build an AI you can actually trust.
Of course, there's no free lunch. All that searching and fetching takes time, and a lot of computational power, which costs money. It's a system that's built for finding facts in giant databases, not for remembering your favorite color. It's powerful, but it's not fast.
So there you have it. Three completely different pillars, each with its own job, its own strengths, its own weaknesses. Now, to really let this sink in, let's put them all side by side and see how they stack up.
This table just lays it out perfectly. Look, context is all about answering the question, what should I focus on right now? It's totally temporary. Memory answers, what should I remember about you? And it's persistent. And finally, retrieval answers, what facts do I need to know? And it's totally on demand. Different questions, different tools. But here's where the real magic happens. The most advanced AI systems out there, they don't just pick one of these pillars, no way. They blend all three together to create something truly powerful. Let's walk through how that works in the real world.
Okay, imagine you're using a smart assistant at your job. You ask it a question. The very first thing that happens is the system dips into its memory to remember who you are and what you care about. Next, it uses Retrieval to go fetch the latest company data you asked for. And finally, it bundles all of that, your personal info and the factual data, into the context and hands it to the AI. The result? A perfectly personalized and accurate answer.
And here's the real takeaway. These pillars aren't just nice-to-haves. They are all absolutely essential. Take away memory, and every conversation is with a stranger. Take away retrieval, and the AI is stuck in the past. And without context, it can't connect any of the dots. You need all three working together for a system to be both smart and useful.
So why do you need to know all this? Because understanding this architecture is the line in the sand. It's the difference between just being a casual user of AI and being someone who can actually build and create with it. It changes your whole perspective.
You see, when people, even developers, get these concepts mixed up, things go wrong. They try to stuff a whole book into the context window, or they use memory to store facts. And they end up building systems that are inefficient, unreliable, and sometimes even unsafe. It's all about using the right architectural tool for the right job.
And ultimately, that's the key. Knowing how context, memory, and retrieval dance together is what separates someone who just uses AI from someone who truly builds with it. This is the foundation for creating AI systems that are reliable, that can scale, and that you can trust.
So now that you have the blueprint, now that you know the secret behind how AI really remembers and knows things, I'll just leave you with this one question. What kind of intelligence system would you build? Because once you understand this, the possibilities are pretty much endless.